Welcome to the sleep clinic. I'm just gonna have you follow a few instructions for me, if you don't mind. Very simple, I promise. Alright? Okay. Would you mind just looking to the right for me? Okay, nice and easy. Just look right over here. Good. And can you look to the left? Right in here. Nice. Right in here. Good. Can you look at the right again? Bring the eyes right over. And back to the left. Back to the left. Right in here. Okay. Look to the right. Look to the left. Good. Okay. Can I have you look at this finger right here? And then can you look at this one? Can you come back to this finger? Right here. Right here. Right here. Good. We're looking at saccadic eye movements right now. So I want you to go back between these fingers as fast as you can. Just back and forth and back and forth. Okay? We're mimicking the REM movements. The rapid eye movements in sleep. So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Good. Okay, now I am going to have you close your eyes, and we're going to repeat that. But I'm going to use a little light to just illuminate your eyelids so I can make sure that it's being done correctly. If I could just have you close your eyes. Close the eyes down. Now if you could look to the right. And look to the left. Look to the right. Look to the left. Good. Right. Left. And now back and forth as fast as you can. Just look to the right, to the left. Back and forth. Fast as you can, and I'm just watching the movement underneath the eyelids. Back and forth and back and forth. Just keep going. A little bit longer. There we are. Okay. Now, I'm going to keep the light on, but it's going to be out of direct view. It shouldn't hurt your eyes. So what I'm going to have you do now is I'm going to have you open and close your eyes on my command. If I can have you open your eyes. Good, good. Close your eyes. Open. Just like that. Close. Open your eyes. Blink. 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 Close the eyes. Now, this is just to test your ability to follow instructions, even if they seem a little nonsensical, a little irrational. But I'm going to have you imagine that no matter how hard you try, you cannot open your eyelids. You can try real hard, and they just will not open. And now I'm going to have you try to open your eyelids. Try to open your eyes, but they just will not open. It's as if your eyelids are glued. Try, but they will not open. Okay. Excellent. That's what we want to see. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. You can keep them open. You can open them if you wish, but you might find that they just want to stay relaxed, closed. Now, let's take a look at you. So, you're a little less tense, a little less rigid than when you first came in. But I think we can do better. So let's focus right in here. I want you to just focus on your face, forehead, temples, jaw, and the skin of your face, the muscles of your face. We're just going to let those relax down. Let the muscles melt down a little bit. Let these go. We're going to bring that relaxation over the head, along the scalp. Let the relaxation migrate over the scalp, over the head. And then we're going to let that travel down along the neck, down the back of the neck, front of the neck. Just noticing and letting all of these tense areas let go. Let the tension let go. And the shoulders here. Shoulders, a little tense here. We can roll them back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Stretch out the front of the chest. And let the over-lengthened muscles of the back relax. And we will bring that down the arm, shoulder, upper arm, to the hands. Letting the hands just relax open. Letting all the tension go. Relaxation travels down the chest, the abdomen. No guarding here, no pulling in. Just letting everything loosen, relax. And down the hips, making sure that we're not tensed up here, and just letting go a bit. If there's a particularly stubborn muscle, then it might be helpful to clench it up, clench it for a few seconds, and then let go. Sometimes when these things get locked up so tightly or for a long time, the muscle doesn't exactly remember what it's like to be fully relaxed. So by fully tensing and then letting go, we bring it back to that relaxed state. Relaxed, less tense. Go to the legs, from the thighs, not having the knees lock in place, but just gently bent. The shins, the feet, not having the toes curled tight, but just letting them splay a bit, letting them relax. to your heart and see if maybe it's a little, maybe if it's working a bit overtime. We're going to listen to your lungs, see if maybe we're not breathing as deeply as we could be. So, I'm just going to have you take some deep breaths with me as I listen to your heart. We'll see if we can get it down a little bit. So, deep breath in and out. Nice and long. Okay, right here on the pulmonary valve, deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Tricuspid valve here. Deep breath in. And out. Last valve, we have the mitral valve here. Deep breath in. And out. Good. So, we got the heart rate to come down a little bit. And I expect that as we continue here at the sleep clinic, that it will come down even more. But I think we're at a good spot to start. We're going to continue this deep breathing while I listen to your lungs. Make sure that we are getting oxygen into the entire lungs, into each lobe of the lung. When we're stressed, when we're tense, when we're not thinking about it, we take shallower breaths and it prioritizes the top of the lungs, which is excellent for your arms, for your legs, because you're getting enough oxygen there, right? But you are depriving your head, for example, of all that oxygen. It's getting prioritized up here, prioritizes the extremities. So we want to bring that oxygen down. I'm going to have you inhale and exhale. We're going to fill the lungs with oxygen and just clear everything out. Inhale. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Getting fresh waves of oxygen to the brain. Deep inhale and exhale. Exhale. And exhale. Good. Put this away for a little bit. the relaxation, we're going to dig a little deeper. Bring you down, down, down. Nice, deep, heavy relaxation. I am just going to lightly touch around your body. I'm going to tell you which body part I'm going to touch before I do. And as I do, I want you to bring your attention to that body part, and we are going to consciously let it relax even deeper than we did before, letting everything just go loose, limp, like a wet towel, just heavy and limp and loose. So, we're going to start here at your toes. So all 10 toes here. Just going to touch each one and have you let these relax. Just focus on your toes and let them relax. And then the foot here, just touching the top of your foot. Okay. Now the ankle. Let the ankles relax. Let the joint go loose. Just let the tension go. And now the shin. Let the shins relax. Just bringing your attention here. Just touching upon it. And letting it relax. Calf muscles. This is an easy place to get some tension. So we're going to let these muscles just melt down. Let them relax. And the knees here. We are going to let the knees relax. Let the tension go. Let it go. The thighs. We're going to let this area just relax. Just relax. And into the hips here. We're going to let this area relax. Nice, slow, even breaths. And then the abdomen here. Just placing my hands very lightly here. Letting the abdomen rise and fall gently with the breath. To the chest right here. Just letting the muscles relax, letting them let go. Coming down to the fingers, just touching each finger. Letting the fingers relax. And the hand, as I touch the back of your hand here, just letting this let go. And the forearm. Touching the forearms here. Letting these relax. letting go. The elbows, right here. Letting the elbows loosen up. They don't have to be locked in at all. We're not holding anything. They don't need to be engaged. The upper arms here. Just lightly grasping around the upper arms. We're just going to let any tension just melt away. Just letting go. And the shoulder. Into the shoulders here. Letting the shoulders sink down. Letting them relax. Letting go. Letting go. I'm going to very gently just touch right here. And we'll relax the neck, barely even touching, not putting any pressure. We're going to relax the neck, attending to the sensations in the neck, letting go. And then in the face, the chin, the jaw, the cheeks, the nose, the eyes, temples, forehead, ears, and the scalp, whole head, letting all the little tiny muscles here, all the muscles just relax, just melt down, tension flowing out, relaxation flowing in. Tension flowing out, relaxation flowing in. We're going to cultivate a little bit of that. I'm going to have you breathe in relaxation and breathe out tension. You might visualize this if you like visualization. As breathing in white light, breathing out dark gray or black dust. So we're going to breathe in relaxation and breathe out tension. Breathe in relaxation and breathe out tension. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out tension. Everything letting go. Just letting go. Allowing the body to relax. Allowing yourself to rest. Allowing yourself a much needed, much deserved rest. Everyone and everything needs rest. Even you. You will do much, much better. Feel much, much better with a good, well-deserved rest. keeping the eyes closed here, I just want to check in on those eye movements. I'm going to grab my light. And if I could have you look to the left. Good. Can you look to the right? Look to the left. And the right. Left. Right. Now if you could just move the eyes back and forth, left to right, as fast as possible. Look at that saccadic eye movement. S-A-C-C-A-D-I-C, saccadic. Saccades. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Good. Now do you remember earlier when I said I want you to pretend that your eyelids are glued shut, that no matter how hard you try, you cannot open them. I'd like you to do that again for me. So, I'm going to have you test your eyelids, and no matter how hard you try, they just will not open. In fact, they get more tired the more you try. Just try to open them, but they just won't open. And they just keep getting tired. More and more tired. Okay. You can go ahead and stop testing your eyelids. Now, I'd like to do some very gentle touch on your face here. I'll tell you where I'm going to touch before I do, so it shouldn't startle you at all. For example, the forehead. Just a light touch here. A little bit of warmth. A little bit of pressure. And the tip of the nose. Right there. Good. And the cheeks. A little bit here. Just here for almost a sort of grounding. Keeping you in your body. And the temples. The jaw. Very lightly on the eyelids. Just so gentle. So gentle. The eyebrows. Between the eyebrows. A little bit of pressure here. Right above the lip. And right below the lip. The ears. Underneath the jaw. just going to bring this touch to the arms. Again, telling you where the touch will be before you feel it. On the shoulders here. Just letting my hands just loosely lie here. And the upper arms. The elbows. Forearms. Pressing my palms into your hands. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of weight. Now I'd like to check back in with the stethoscope to see if the heart rate has come down. If the lungs have naturally deepened their breath. So, have you inhale, exhale, getting more relaxed, feeling heavier. And out. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. Excellent. A little bit of what is called breath counting, and I will be just guiding you through doing a lot of the counting here so that you can just listen. You don't have to keep on track. We're going to start at 28 and work our way down to 1. And We are going to use each number for both an inhale and an exhale. So we're going to take a breath in. 28 and exhale. 28. Inhale. 27. Exhale. 27. 26. 26. 25. 24. 23, 23, 22, 22, 21, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 14, 13, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Why don't we just run through a little top to bottom relaxation just to get any lingering bits of tension. I'll have you just relax the top of your head, your face, your ears, shoulders, the arms, hands, back to the chest and down to the abdomen, the hips, the legs, the ankles, and the feet. From head to toe, all things relaxed, all things loose and limp, every muscle squeezed of tension, every little bit of your body free from tension, just relaxation permeating every single cell, every single cell of your body, from the head to your toes, just letting everything relax, letting everything soften, letting everything feel heavy, loose, and limp, letting everything go, letting everything go, letting everything go. Let's just do a final few breaths just to seal everything in. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. I very much hope you've enjoyed your stay here at the sleep clinic. I hope you have a most restful and restorative sleep. I hope you wake up tomorrow feeling fresh and alert and ready for whatever the day may hold. I'd like to thank you so much for coming here. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to make these videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, there is a link to the Patreon in the description box below. I offer perks like early access to videos, ad-free access, I have Patreon exclusives.